My dad and I were at an outdoor show just a couple years ago, a couple springs ago, and we ran into a booth there called Hunt Local Custom Art. And that was the first time that I had seen what is, I think, commonly known as digital taxidermy. And I thought it was super cool. It's a very awesome and affordable option for taxidermy as opposed to a full head and shoulder mount or something like that. I've done a video in the past about how I make my mounts with just the antlers and the skull plate on a nice piece of wood and making a plaque for them. You guys can go check that video out. But this is another way to commemorate your trophy and to recreate those memories because of all the different scenes they have to choose from and just the different characteristics they can add to it and so on. So whether it's just something to treat yourself with, if it's a gift that you can get for the hunter in your life, a dad, a brother, grandfather, even a wife or a sister, coming up for birthdays, Christmas, Father's Day, even Mother's Day, whoever the hunter in your life is, these are a great option and very affordable. And if you go to Hunt Local's website, you can find the link to their website in the description here and use code FARMING15. I'll put it up on the screen too. You can get 15% off of your entire order, which is just a great value and a great deal for something I think is super unique and cool. So that's the great offer. Now let's get into the details on how this process actually works. First off, you're going to go to their website at shophhuntlocal.com. You're going to go through all the scenes they have, and I'm telling you, they have a ton of awesome scenes. Whether this is for a deer, I think you can do fish, I think you can do elk, you can do anything that you can think of, and they'll work with you on it. But they have a ton of different scenes to choose from, whether that is an open CRP field, whether that's in the timber, whether that's in the timber with snow like I did with mine, sunrises, sunsets, moonlit, whatever it may be. They've got a ton of different ones to choose from. And honestly, that was the hardest part for me, was choosing what scene I wanted to feature my deer, my trophy in. The ones I had made were one for me, one for my dad for Christmas gifts. I had selected several scenes to use for my dad's, several scenes to use for mine, and I tried to pick one that went with the setting where I killed my deer that was similar to it. Dad's was killed in an open field in a CRP field. Mine was killed inside the timber. There was snow on the ground. It was in January. So I think that these scenes that I chose for ours really match well the setting of where these deer were killed. But if you want to do something that's maybe more even commemorative, they've got some where you can put multiple deer in the same shot. If you want to put your deer and your dad's deer, your deer and your buddy's deer, there's just a ton of different options and directions you can go. What you'll do then is you take that scene and whatever position the deer is in, you'll get a picture of your deer antlers on your wall at the same angle as what that scene is showing. And then Colby from Hunt Local is able to take that picture that you send to him and he's able to put it right on the deer in the scene, just like he did with mine here. And I'm telling you, it just looks seamless. I work in marketing. I do some graphic design. I do some web design, social media, things like that for a living. And I don't know that you could do a better job at putting these antlers on the deer in the scene as Hunt Local does. So I think it's just super cool and unique that they're able to do that, and it's seriously your deer antlers on the deer. Now, if you have anything specific, like maybe something with your geography or your environment there wherever you hunt, or with your deer specifically, maybe it's got a double throat patch, maybe it has some sort of special marking on its body or on its head. I had asked Colby if we could put some hedge balls into my scene because our whole farm has hedge trees all over it and there's hedge balls all over the ground at any given time. We tried that. It worked out, but I actually ended up liking it more without them. So we went ahead and took those back out. But he was super great to work with. So from a customer service standpoint, I emailed back and forth with him. I asked him to do a lot of different things because I wanted it to be as perfect and as close detailed as real life as it could be. And he was very quick to get back with me, very great to work with. And I tell you, the process couldn't have been any better as far as getting this made and getting this done. Very quick turnaround. I think he turns these around in just a couple of days for you to have a proof to look at. And then from there, after you've got that proof, that copy of what you want it to look like, he can either print them for you and then ship those to you, or you can take them to a Walgreens or some other store that prints stuff, and they can print it there for you too at whatever size you want. I was fortunate enough, my sister-in-law has a print shop and she was able to do it for me. So if you have a connection at a print shop who can do, different matte style or glossy, whatever you want, you can even do it on a canvas and go that route. there's just tons of different printing options that you can do with it. It's a 4K image, so get up close to it and you see it. It's super detailed throughout. You're not going to see any pixelization or any loss in detail from a digital standpoint, so it just looks great. I believe the one that Colby had at the outdoor show was, I mean, a giant print. And even at that high of a resolution, even at that big of a size, it still looked great. There was no pixelization, no loss in detail. It looked great. Then what I did was I got on Amazon. I'll throw the link in for the frames that I got. Got just a couple pack of frames that I thought were nice nature outdoor looking, and then put them in those frames, put them in a gift wrap, and gave them to me and my dad for Christmas. And it was a really special gift. I think that, Dad probably wouldn't have ever said he wanted one of these, but I think he was super happy with the way that they turned out, and I think it was a really great gift option. All I ever hear, all you ever see review-wise is how much people love that this brought that memory back to life for them. It helped them relive and recreate, some of the coolest moments of your life as a hunter. And so I think these are definitely great options. Go check them out. Look at the website. Check out the scenes they have. Pick the one you want. Recreate your trophy, and give that special gift to someone in your life, or just gift yourself. Again, go to shophuntlocal.com, use code FARMING15, get you 15% off, and you're going to have a great deal and a really cool, unique gift, a real cool memento to hang on the wall along with your deer antlers to recreate that memory. Thank you for watching Farming for Whitetails. We'll see you next time.